Some days the world tests your patience. Other days it tests your strength, are the days that shape your destiny. If you truly want to make progress every day, you must first understand that progress is not a gift handed to you by luck. It is the reward granted to who choose consistency over mood, discipline over comfort, and action over excuses. Most people know what they should do. But the difference between the few who change their lives and the many who don't is simply that the few actually do the work anyway. Progress is not built in giant victories. It is built in small daily wins that quietly move you forward when no one is watching, and no pause is heard, and when doubt is loud. Every day offers you two choices: remain the same or move forward. And here's the irony. Progress doesn't demand perfection, it demands participation. You don't need to change your whole life in a day. You only need to be slightly better than yesterday. 1% better for 365 days turns into a new identity, a new mindset, and a new life. But that 1% takes honesty. Honesty about what is working, what is wasting your time, and what is holding you back. Life in the United States is fast, competitive, and full of distractions. And if you don't control your direction, the world will assign one to you. Progress requires clarity. What do you want? Why do you want it? And what are you willing to give up for it? You can't say you want growth while protecting your comfort. You can't desire strength without confronting weakness. You can't want change while staying the same. Each sunrise gives you a clean scoreboard and a fresh opportunity to do the little things: reigning instead of scrolling, training instead of sleeping in, learning instead of complaining, building instead of wishing, and doing instead of dreaming. Those small choices compound, and compounding is the hidden engine of every success story. Every athlete you admire, every entrepreneur you respect, every professional you look up to, every creator that inspires you didn't become great in a single heroic moment. They became great in 10,000 ordinary moments where they kept showing up. Progress is built by repetition, pressure, and time, the same three ingredients that build diamonds. But understand this: progress does not feel like progress while it's happening. It feels boring, slow, invisible, and often thankless. That's why most people quit. They mistake slow progress for no progress. They want results fast because we live in a world where people confuse speed with value. But anything meaningful takes time. Real strength takes time. Skill takes time. And identity takes time. So if today was slow, celebrate it. If it was messy, celebrate it. If it was imperfect but you moved forward anyway, celebrate it. That's how champions are built. And when you inevitably face obstacles, and you will, remember that obstacles are not signs to stop. They are signals to adjust. The universe does not block you to punish you. It blocks you to redirect you. Sometimes rejection is protection. Sometimes delay is preparation. Sometimes failure is instruction. The key is to stay in motion even when progress feels invisible. And here's another truth. Daily progress requires boundaries. You cannot make progress while surrounded by noise, distraction, and energy that drains you. Protect what enters your mind, who enters your life, and where your attention goes. Because attention is the currency of achievement. Where focus goes, progress flows. If you feed your mind with winners, you think like a winner. If you surround yourself with excuses, you become one. If you surround yourself with people who chase improvement, you will improve. Humans adapt to their environment, so build one that forces growth. And don't ignore the mental part. Progress is as psychological as it is practical. You need the mindset to push when motivation leaves, the courage to continue when fear shows up, and the patience to stay consistent long before results appear. If you only work when it feels good, you will never become who you could be. But if you work even when it feels inconvenient, the world eventually bends for you. Daily progress also requires reflection. What worked today? What wasted time? What can be improved tomorrow? Without reflection, you repeat patterns instead of refining them. And remember this: you don't need to be extraordinary to start, but you become extraordinary by starting. The journey always rewards the mover, never the watcher. So take the small step today, not the perfect step, just the next step. One workout doesn't transform your body, but 100 do. One read doesn't transform your mind, but 1,000 do. One sale doesn't build a business, but 1,000 do. Small is not small when multiplied by time. If you learn to move forward daily, even 1 inch, you separate yourself from 90% of people who wait for the perfect moment that never comes. Because progress favors the consistent more than it favors the talented. Talent without consistency dies. Consistency without talent still wins. And at the end of every successful journey, there is always one universal truth. It was never about being the best. It was about refusing to quit. Little steps make big journeys.